Hi, it's Megan. I have a video for the by Terry Sun Design Palette number 2, Light and Tan Vibes. And I just wanted to point out that I feel like I applied the blush way too dark. It does blend out, and when I first looked at it on the camera on the side, I'm like, oh wow, that's a lot of blush. But then I thought, you know, let's just show you how vibrant and beautiful and pigmented this blush is, because when you look at it in the pan, it really doesn't look like it's gonna be this bright. So we can blend it out a little bit. Obviously my skin is super wet today because I put all this product on it, so it's not going to blend quite as well, but it really is quite a pigmented blush. Very pretty. So if I look sunburned, it's because I put too much blush on, and it's not because it's a bad blush. It's really beautiful blush. I just put too much on. So this is $82, and they say this exceptional palette creates an all-over radiant and sun-kissed look. Again, we get that sun-kissed glow on both fair and tan complexion. So there are two, and this is the lighter of the two, which is number 2. Is that confusing or not? I don't know. Usually they go light is 1 and 2 is dark, but here they went light is dark and 2 is 1. But it's more, I think, that number 1 is basic. It's got 3 blush shades on one side, then like a highlight and a contour and kind of an in-between shade. And I don't have it, so I ordered it, but I don't have it yet, so I haven't seen it. And this one is a little bit more nuanced and subtle. So it's almost like a cooler version, a more muted version, more highlighter and version of the first. The first is the basic. So it says it features 6 elegant and sparkling shades playing a role of bronzers, blushes, and highlighters that enhances skin's appearances. Delicate, soft, and airy textures in both matte and satin finishes allow to sculpt contours, brighten features, correct or intensify complexion, all the while revealing the full splendor of tan. So to sum up first, and then give you my thought process and then tell you details. This is a really beautiful palette. It's got an amazing array of shades that are very beautifully finely milled, softly textured. They're vibrant on, they make you glow, just really beautiful. But what I normally every summer, I gravitate toward red lips and a little bit of highlighters, but 2016 has been the year of amazing highlighters, and I've embraced that trend like almost too much. And summer collections tend to be my favorite. Living in a warm climate with a warm undertone to my skin, they tend to work really well. But what I've really loved is just this lighter lips, less makeup, but more glow this year. And that's why when I saw these, I thought, okay, do I need it? No, but I'm gonna get it anyway. And I did get it marked down. I didn't pay full price. So it has the mirror, and then it has these 6 shades. And so these, one of my pet peeves, I have ordered and loved palettes that have shades that blend into one another, but I really like the divider. So there is a divider between them. And as far as brushes, I finally just embraced the trend of these thinner kind of face powder shades. And I tried the NARS Yachiko Kabuki brush. And this is actually a really great brush for these types of palettes because it's got a smaller head, but yet it's not super compressed. So you can really apply a lot of different things, be it a highlighter or a blush or even a contour beautifully. So I finally came up with a brush that, besides the one that I've been using, which is no longer available. So this is it. And what I've done is I've taken, so these are the ones with more highlight, and these are the ones that are more matte or satin matte. I took this shade right here, I put it on my eyes as an eyeshadow. I took this shade right here, I put it right here kind of as a highlight. I took this highlight right here, dotted it here and here, took the blush, put it here, used this bronzer as a contour. And so let's go through the shades. And like I said, I summed it up. This is a really beautiful palette. And what's really cool is that it says by Terry in the actual powder. Never seen that. And this is actually my first by Terry product ever. I was really impressed. So this right here, this is I said a shimmer bronze, and it has kind of a champagne-ish gold kick, kind of a micro shimmer thing going on with this champagne gold micro shimmer thing. Hard to show on my wrist because it's close enough to my natural skin color, so we'll show it there too. And so we'll dot a little bit more on, and you can see it just gives a really nice glow. But when I talk about micro glimmer, it's like barely there micro glimmer, so it's not going to give you that fake kind of icky look. Next one, again, this isn't going to show my finger, but it'll show on my wrist. This right here is a peach pink duochrome shift, and the one palette this most reminded me of was the Urban Decay Gwen blush palette, and this again is more pink than a lot of the peach pink shifts they had, and it's a little bit less dramatic, but for me I really see kind of a shift between gold, peach, and pink on my cheeks. And again, it's so pigmented on, and I wish my cheeks weren't so wet, or it would have blended better, but you can see how beautiful. And it looks so light in the pan. As much as these look super light in the pan, on they just apply with so much beautiful pigmentation. So much. Okay, this next one is a light peach champagne highlight, and just look at that. And all of these three don't quite get to that metallic stage, but they do have a real sheen to them. So even if you've got kind of, I mean, I've got too much on now, but even if you have kind of aging skin or skin issues with pores and whatever, these aren't going to be super harsh. And the texture of them is very creamy, very finely milled. I've been kind of upgrading what I've been buying lately brand wise, and so I'm going to have to come up with another way of saying finely milled, because I've been buying a lot more high quality finely milled products, and there really is a huge difference in the application. So very pretty shade. The next one, and so those two basically are highlight shades, with the middle one being a blush shade. The next one is more matte to satin matte. I don't think these are fully matte, just because they do have kind of a slight sheen to them, if that makes sense. When they're talking about giving you that sun-kissed glow, they're matte-ish with an inner ethereal kind of feel to them. It's not fully matte. And this has a peachy base. It's again not going to show. Anytime I have these shades that are kind of peachy, warm, light, it just blends right into my skin. So you can see it's like a peachy bone. And you can actually use a shade like this as a softer highlighter. If you don't like that really glimmery, shimmery look, you just dot it on and you're gonna get a more natural. So I've got it, actually I'm gonna put some on. I've got it right up here. And what it's doing is it's just kind of evening out, but not like in an in-your-face sort of a way. And the next one right here, this one is again a satin matte. It's got a peach, deep peach with a hint of, did I say brown or bronze? I said brown. And I use this actually as an eyeshadow, but you can use it again to contour a little bit, though it's awfully light, or you can use it as a softer highlight if you've got a darker skin tone. I'm wondering, you know, I wish I knew why they decided to make these bigger. I guess these are supposed to be the contour shades and these smaller. Those are the blush shades and the highlight shades. I guess that's why. Doesn't take a rocket scientist. And overall, this palette leans a little bit warm, but barely. And that's what's good about it. If you have a warm or cool skin tone, I think most people with not super dark skin tones can wear this one. And if you got a super dark skin tone, you can wear it, just maybe not fully as intended. This right here is the contour shade. And you know, it just, and these are all one swipes, except for that last one where I messed up my swipe. And I said this is a bronze brown with just this one of the three that are the mattish ones. This one I saw just a tint of tiny widely spaced micro shimmer. This is a golden brown with a hint of bronze, which actually is kind of unusual. And I want to blend this one a little bit on camera. So you can see these two can be used for contour just depending. And one of the things that I saw a makeup artist do is take a lighter contour like this and use it here just to get a softer kind of a look, as opposed to going for the full dark contour, which, you know, they're both pretty, but if you want a kind of more subtle, softer look, I had never seen it done before. I'd seen more of the dramatic contours, but I hadn't seen this just really using a different foundation color or just a really super light. But you can see these are blended out. They're really beautiful. What did I say? Then one thing I missed in my notes is this shade right here has almost a little bit of a silvery shimmer, duochrome light, shifting from that peach to almost a silvery undertone again, which is a little bit more cool toned. So this isn't a super cool toned face palette, but yay for 2016. 2016 has been great for people that don't have warm skin tones but still want to get a little contour, and this particular product is one of those. I really like it. I've been buying too much lately and I've liked a lot of what I bought, but I've also been upgrading to kind of higher end brands overall, and much as I hate to say it, it's been a good decision. They've been really pretty. Anyway, if you have this or the other one, or since I'm new to By Terry, if you have any other By Terry products or any other comments, I'd love to hear it. Please subscribe on YouTube. Thanks for watching.